different. I like that. I think. Oh.
Go.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God.
I could have sworn I saw something walk across there.
There are things that often go unnoticed by the naked eye. That's why moments caught on camera, Matt. They become living proof that there are still mysteries beyond human understanding. A pale figure crawling through the woods. Objects thrown from the darkness after a single call. When these moments are captured instead of imagined, they raise one final question. Would you want to experience something like this for yourself? On October 28, 2025, Dee went solo camping deep in the Ohio woods, leaving her car parked far from camp. The night felt normal until she heard movement behind her and swept her torch through the trees.
I'm not scared. I'm nervous, but...
briefly catching what looks like a pale, human-shaped figure crawling on all fours. Seconds later, a sharp scream echoes from deeper in the forest, and she packs up immediately and heads back to her vehicle. Viewers called it a skinwalker, but it could also be wildlife, shadows, or distance distortion. Either way, the lesson is simple. When you're alone, keep an exit plan and leave early when things turn unpredictable. Would you try to confirm what you saw, or get out fast? On November 13, 2025, the YouTube channel Sam Walks a Lot uploaded a nighttime exploration filmed inside Grovely Woods in Wiltshire, England, an area shaped by centuries of human conflict, movement, and survival. The video follows Sam and her companion as they enter the forest after dark to locate abandoned World War II bunkers known as the Stanton Shelters.
He thinks he can lead us to one or two of the forgotten World War II bunkers. We actually got lost.
Don't say that.
And second, we are here to see if the stories are true. Are the ghosts of World War II really haunting the ammo store? Or are the older, more tragic spirits the ones we should be worried about?
Let's go.
And let's go in.
As they move along a straight woodland path, attention turns to the Roman road beneath them, once used for military movement across different eras.
It is not just the 20th century. This straight track under our feet is the Great Ridge Road. It was laid down almost 2,000 years ago by the Romans, and it became a lifeline for centuries afterwards. And it is wild to think that this was once a military artery, handled the heavy weight of trucks while moving ammunition. There are several reports here of spectral soldiers' information, often described as half figures, like it would have been during Roman times, and the noise of distant marching and the clinking of armor.
Local accounts are referenced, including reports of spectral soldiers, unexplained sounds, and a story of a golden carriage that vanished along the road.
I was up here about 2 years ago visiting the witches' trees, and met a couple of young ladies cycling up the Roman road on her mountain bike, and a horse-drawn carriage was coming towards her. And when it got close, she could see that it was a royal carriage. It was all gold. Now, she thought at first it was just some kind of a reenactment or something, and as the carriage went past, she looked over her shoulder and the carriage completely disappeared.
The exploration continues toward an area linked to the Hansel sisters legend, where unease grows, faint voices are heard.
And it is the story of the Hansel sisters. In 1737, smallpox epidemic tore through the nearby town of Wilton. The panicked locals turned on 4 Danish sisters with last name Hansel. They were accused of witchcraft, dragged here in the woods, and they were killed. And that gnarly beech trees grew where the bodies were buried. So maybe in memory or legends, the Hansel sisters were linked to these roots. So now we are just stopping by We're gonna see if we can find the trees in the dark. Whispers I heard near the trees, like it happened when I was here last time, and that was during the daytime. We have voices coming from either the left or the back, but it sounded like women. But I heard them. I'm glad that it wasn't just me, because I hope nobody's worshipping by the trees.
Yeah.
We saw some eyes popping.
And a handheld device activates near a circle of trees.
So if there's anyone here with us now, if you interact with this, he will pick your presence up. He doesn't do anything, he just makes a sound and changes color. Oh no! Thank you for that. Thank you so much. That was immediate.
Straight away.
We just got a red light.
So I said it'd go to my voice. Please turn red.
If you blow cold air on it, it's going to go blue. And it makes the blue bleep sound. Okay. Well, thank you anyway. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's the second time it's
That
gone
is
red
the second time that it's gone red when I say red.
Yeah.
Can you see the lights inside and turn the colours on? Can you try with purple or blue? Red again. Okay. Well, thank you. That means that there's a hot spot there.
Yeah.
No frigging way.
One on each tree.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Near the wartime bunkers, tension peaks before the group leaves without further incident.
What are you doing here? Is it that one hasn't gone off? It hasn't gone red or anything. If you're here with us, could you please approach that black box with a green light? Okay, strangled by whom? What is your name?
Hiding.
You're hiding, okay. Where are you hiding?
Cyrus.
Cyrus, your name is Cyrus. Hi Cyrus, it's nice to meet you. Why are you hiding? We're not gonna hurt you, we just want to talk.
Drain camera.
You're gonna drain my camera? Oh, okay. Jeffrey, so there's more than one person here. Hi Jeffrey, how many spirits here? Do you know that you're dead? That's 2 questions. Tell me something about yourself. Anna, okay, that's my mom's name. Could you please talk to us? You're not far from here. Where are you? I did ask where are you earlier.
Yeah.
Where are you? Not far from here, where? And why are you here? Were you here during the war? You're mourning. What are you mourning? Are you giving me a headache? Is it you that is giving me a headache?
From an educational standpoint, locations like Grovely Woods highlight the importance of preserving wartime structures not as sources of fear, but as historical evidence of past conflicts, civilian hardship, and the realities of war. These sites offer opportunities for learning and remembrance, yet they are often misunderstood or neglected, allowing myths to overshadow their historical value. The experience raises a broader question. As time passes and physical traces fade, will future generations recognize these places as lessons in history and peace, or only remember them through stories shaped by fear and legend? After nearly 3 years of living in a stealth camper, YouTuber No Limit Van Life reviewed his security footage in October 2023 and discovered how close he came to a dangerous situation.
When I'm checking my cameras, my security cameras, I can't see what's happening live. So while I was checking the cameras, might have been when he came back. He might have been out there. Oh man, what would I even do? I do have a plan. In those moments, you forget plans. Right flashlight for my mountain bike. Gel, it's supposed to be better than pepper spray. He's looking in those windows. I'll pop out through my partition, wave at him in the window. I haven't gotten past that. The other thought is to open the side door, pop out there with the pepper spray and the flashlight and the camera.
The video shows a man approaching the van late at night, peering into the windows, before eventually leaving without forcing entry. The cameras were not monitored live, meaning the encounter went unnoticed as it happened. Situations like this emphasize the importance of using cameras with motion alerts, choosing well-lit or secure parking locations, and positioning the vehicle to reduce blind spots. When your home is a parked van, how prepared do you need to be before a quiet night turns uncertain? In 2024, Jamie, a solo camper, stopped along Ped's Way in Norfolk to spend the night in an area that felt empty, cold, and silent. While preparing dinner, he heard strange, distant singing drifting from the woods.
I don't know what the hell's going on tonight. I can hear all sorts of Weird singing going on in those woods. I think I'm gonna cook my tea and fuck off. There's weird singing woods, road, Pedders Way, JB, Base Camp 1.
Uneven voices that didn't sound like music and immediately caused unease. He retreated into his van and locked the doors, but later noticed a faint light moving between the trees, separate from any road or vehicle. The glow shifted slowly, as if something was walking through the forest.
Just got out of the van to have a piss. What the fuck is that? There's a light in the bloody woods now. I'll tell you what, fuck this.
Jamie chose to start the engine and leave without waiting to investigate further. Moments like this highlight the importance of staying alert, securing shelter, and leaving early when something feels wrong in remote areas. When camping alone far from help, how quickly should instinct override curiosity? On June 3, 2022, the Oreo Speedwagon RT uploaded a video documenting a return to a remote wooded campsite where unsettling noises had been heard before. Expecting a calm night, they instead found an area that felt tense as evening settled in.
That's fallen, but the van was parked there whenever we heard something roaring. Yeah. The reason we haven't come back here yet is because, it's a little bit creepy. You don't know what's out over here. I had plans last time of walking out on this little ridge. Storm is coming and there's stuff just making noise over there that I don't like, so I didn't do it. Not bad right now. And like I said, we've heard nothing. Really don't want to. I haven't really heard anything. No, it's been quiet today. Down over here.
Dense trees, a steep drop into shadowed low ground, and a silence that felt uneasy rather than peaceful, especially in the same direction where sounds had previously come from.
There's nothing for a long ways back that way. Because this is where we heard the sounds coming from. It was back over this way and then over that way. Pretty heavily wooded over there. Yeah, everywhere here is heavily wooded. Too bad. We'd like to be able to drive down through here and park down here, but other people have driven through here, but that's on them. I'm not going to do that. I don't know why you can't, but they didn't ask me, and I'm not going to worry about trying to get why can't I? It's just it says don't do it, so I'm not going to do it. But the sounds were emanating from whence they were emanating, but it was a little bit later than this time of day last time when we started.
While sitting inside the van, a sudden movement caught the edge of vision, resembling a person moving quickly between the trees.
And I could have sworn I wasn't looking out the mirror, but it's in my peripheral. And I could have sworn I saw something walk across there.
What do you think it was?
Well, like a man walked across there. Yeah, I don't. Watch out your window, baby. That was a little unnerving.
I can't just sit there and pretend I didn't see something. It looked like somebody striding across quickly.
Moments later, a piercing scream echoed from that same area, disturbingly human in tone.
It sounded like a little kid screaming, and that's disconcerting. But it sounded for all the world like a 5 or 6 year old little kid screaming, and I didn't hear a word. It was just more like just a scream. It could have been a bobcat.
Yeah.
But it's from the same area we heard the howls before. Yeah, I don't want something that sounds like a human in distress, especially a child.
Yeah.
Followed by deep, sharp howls that were louder and closer than before, with the sounds closing in and no clear explanation.
Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
Look. I'm getting tired of this. Can we just have a night? I don't know what it is about this spot.
Yeah.
What is it about this spot?
I don't know.
Now there's one back over here. Nope, we're out of here. Yeah, those were loud. I'm not doing that. No, those were way loud and way close.
They secured the vehicle, started the engine, and left immediately. The video reinforces how essential survival skills are in remote settings, especially the ability to read warning signs and act decisively. When visibility is low and help is far away, how quickly should instinct override curiosity? On August 27, 2024, a group camping along the Appalachian Mountains Trail ventured deep into the forest late at night, far from their RV and surrounded by dense trees. After midnight, curiosity led them to experiment with Bigfoot-style calls and tree knocks, assuming the woods would remain quiet. Instead, an aggressive growl suddenly broke the stillness, strong enough to feel through the ground.
Oh!
Oh shit, what the freak was that, bro? Did you hear that?
Whew.
Something in that tree. I don't know what
That
it was.
scared the crap
I
out
guess
of
it
me.
could have been a bird or something. It could have been an owl. Oh shit. What the freak is that, bro?
I don't know.
It doesn't sound like a bird.
It sounds angry, whatever it
It
is.
did sound angry. Yeah, that keeps going back, bro. Look how far.
Goes this way too, I think. Wow. Bigfoot, my... Oh, look it down in there. Oh my goodness.
As they scanned the darkness, shapes appeared out of place. Faint clacking sounds echoed from different directions, and something unseen moved through the trees.
What is that up there? Man, my flashlight ain't doing good. It looks weird, whatever, like out of place. Sort of like in the middle where my light's at. It's not coming up good on camera. See, it's like little clack. There's a faint clack. Like it reminded me of like a rock. I know you... Holy smokes, man. Hold on. What the heck? It was like a...
I saw something flying together, dude.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I don't know if
Man, I hope that sound... I hope they could hear that.
Moments later, an object flew through the air and crashed nearby, followed by another rock landing dangerously close, leaving no doubt they were being targeted. With their lights flickering and heavy footsteps closing in behind them, they ran blindly through the forest toward the creek bed.
I can't believe we're about to go towards that noise. That's crazy. That was pretty loud, too. Man, I didn't see anything, but I heard it. I just heard my footsteps. This way. Man, it looks like the creek's about. You should try another Bigfoot call. It could be a stupid idea or a good idea. Give it a try. Here, call them from all over the place. That was good. That's probably what they do. I always did it a little different, but I like that. I think. Hey. Go. Was that a rock? What was? Ow, my face! Damn it! Go, man, don't stop, man, if something's throwing something. Go.
Stumbling but refusing to stop as more objects struck the ground around them. Only after reaching the RV did the pursuit end, leaving them shaken and silent as they tried to process what had followed them through the dark.
It's right behind us, go. Don't stop. Right in the car. Go, I'm good. Go. Get the cameras away. Put them off.
The video shows how quickly remote exploration can turn dangerous, reminding why traveling in groups matters in isolated areas. When the environment turns hostile, would you want to face it alone?
What was that? Come on, torch.
On October 27, 2024, the YouTube channel Grizzly Guys premiered a live broadcast from Wycombe Forest, a remote woodland near Scarborough known for prehistoric burial mounds, long-standing rumors, and unresolved stories tied to bodies discovered years earlier. The exploration began near the overgrown burial mounds called the Three Trembler Urns, where past witnesses had reported seeing a tall, dark figure vanish between the trees.
First, let's go and have a look at these burial mounds, and also where there's been sightings of dogmen. Over by that steel cage over there, a worker saw a large black, he claims that it was around 7 feet tall, with broad shoulders and a dog-like muzzle. And when his friend from the van shouted him, he turned around, and when he turned back, the figure had disappeared. Now, believe it or not, our prehistoric burial mound called the Three Trembler Urns. That's a bit overgrown. You wouldn't think so, just by looking at it. You'd think that it was just a little hill. 3 of these, one here that I'm stood on, one there, and another one over there.
As daylight faded, the forest fell unnaturally silent. No wind, no insects, no familiar nighttime ambience, prompting the explorer to lower his voice and remain cautious.
Really, really quiet. Normally, when I'm in some woods, I can hear some noise in the background because in the UK, woodlands, they're not that far from civilization. Wycombe Forest is absolutely humongous. Look at this little seating area. Look at that view. Oh, it's beautiful. Golden hour as well, look. Wonder what that ridge is over there. Seems oddly out of place. I take comfort in places like these that are miles away from civilization, and documentaries that I've watched on this place I'm not looking forward to tonight, if I'm honest. And you might have noticed that I'm also keeping my voice down and trying not to attract attention. Maybe that's a good thing, because I might get to see something.
After nightfall, heavy movement echoed through the woods, branches snapping as something appeared to move alongside rather than away, followed by deep...
Let you see it though. Don't know what type of deer it was, and that's why I was able to see it. I just heard something crashing, so that could have been what that guy saw and heard. They were keeping up with the van anyway, flying through them woods. I've got a game plan. Wait till it gets dark and drive around this place and set up like a temporary camp, and maybe walk around in the places looking to see if we can find out. Loads and loads of roads that come through here. It's like veins going all the way through.
Rumbling sounds and sudden flashes of light that appeared briefly between the trees before disappearing.
I don't know what it is though. Can you hear it? Sounds like an elephant blowing its trunk. You know, like, remember Street Fighter 2? There was definitely something in there then. Fireworks in the background. All my hairs are standing up on end and everything. But I definitely heard a stick breaking there. Could just be deer or a bird.
Attempts to rationalize the activity as wildlife offered little comfort as the sounds continued and the atmosphere grew more oppressive.
Did you see it? Were you pointed over there or what? I thought that were a deer head then, but it's not, it's a log. I don't know if I saw something flash over there or if it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Mate, don't be running off too far, mate. Don't want you getting snatched up by the boogeyman. I did see light over there. Can't tell what it is though. I'm well chat away. Can you see it through the trees? It's gone now. Could just be deer eye shine, could be a reflectant marker put there by.
When police vehicles unexpectedly began patrolling the forest roads, the presence raised as many questions as it answered, intensifying the sense that something was off.
Shat me pants. Police? Out of police, that. I think that's the car that actually went up. Wonder what police are patrolling round in here for. It's getting stranger and stranger this night. You know, I don't know how I feel about police patrolling in here. On the one hand, I feel safe because police are patrolling. And if I get into any trouble, I've got people that are willing to help. And on the other hand, why are they patrolling?
As the night wore on, constant noises from behind and to the sides pushed him to retreat into his van, locking the doors and listening through a cracked window.
But we'll just push through it. Push through that fear. I have to keep stopping and looking behind me every now and again because I obviously can't hear much while I'm walking. I don't want out creeping up on me. Now, I don't normally drive around with all the doors locked, but today, well tonight, I've got all the doors locked and all the windows up. Even our Fendi's quieter than usual. You'll have probably heard her every time we're in van. But maybe she's heard the stories as well. I'm just going to sit here for a little bit. I'm going to crack a window so I can hear.
Even while attempting to leave, movement in the darkness continued to follow, leaving him mentally and physically exhausted by the end of the night.
What was that? What was that? What was that? Come on, torch. I am sure I've just seen something over there. Something moved over there. I'm gonna have to steer. Fendi, stay there. Right. Well, I think it's bedtime now. I am absolutely shattered, mentally and physically drained, and our Fenzel's legs are not doing so well. We've been walking that much. If you don't hear from me again, that means I've been eaten. Like the video, subscribe.
The video highlights how dense forests become significantly more dangerous after dark, when visibility drops, sounds travel unpredictably, and normal reference points disappear. In environments like this, how many warning signs should appear before staying the night becomes a serious risk. YouTube creator Rody was living out of his 2003 Tacoma with a camper shell when, late one night, he pulled into a quiet parking lot to get some rest. Around 1 a.m., he woke to footsteps moving around his truck and, through the tinted windows, saw a man taking photos near the vehicle, likely focusing on the license plate. The stranger did not appear to be security and seemed unaware anyone was inside. Moments later, a flashlight swept across the glass, prompting Rody to strike the window, causing the man to flee between parked cars. Afterward, Rody realized one of the doors had not been fully shut, creating a visible gap that may have made the truck look abandoned or vulnerable.
Real quick, look at my door right here, and you'll notice it's a little bit cracked up. And so I think what happened is I forgot to, I didn't forget, but I just didn't close it all the way when I went to bed. And so it was locked, still not totally closed all the way. So this is kind of how my door was. You can see it's closed, there's a little gap. I mean, it's locked, but it's definitely noticeable from the side and everything.
The incident shows how small oversights can quickly turn a parked vehicle into a target, especially late at night in isolated areas, underscoring the importance of secure parking choices and checking entry points before sleeping. Where would you choose to stop and rest if this were your vehicle? On a cold January night in 2020, a man and his friend were driving along a deserted dirt road in Quebec when they noticed a figure standing still in the headlights.
Vas-y, avance-toi un peu pour voir. Ouais, bah, ou pas trop non plus. Ouais, attends, il a rien.
Ouais, qu'est-ce
Tu me fais quoi là?
Oh gamin, rentre chez toi.
Allez là, dégage.
Regarde, je vais écrire ça à la face.
Allez, vas-y, voilà.
As they drew closer, the person appeared to be holding a chainsaw, prompting the driver to turn around and flee immediately.
Putain, il est malade. Recule, reste pas. Barre-toi, il arrive. Oh putain, c'est quoi ça?
The encounter highlights how vulnerable drivers can be on isolated roads at night, where limited visibility and sudden threats leave little time to react, making quick decisions and retreat the safest response. On November 16th, 2025, the 401 Files YouTube channel shared a video filmed deep in the North York moors, documenting what began as a calm solo hammock camping trip in a remote woodland.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me back here again on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be spending a solo night in one of the UK's most notorious hotspots for strange phenomena. Please do kick back, relax, and enjoy. So I think the first point of call is to get in these woods and get the tarp up as quick as possible, because although the morning has started out quite bright, quite sunny.
After setting up camp during a bright, quiet afternoon, the creator recalled a previous visit where he noticed an unusual movement between the trees, a large, human-shaped silhouette that appeared to glide smoothly across the forest floor rather than walk.
Caught by something moving in the woods, and so it was like a side profile of a large man. The weirdest thing about the whole situation is how it was moving, like a treadmill. Like it was just sitting there, and it was like an escalator, like a, you know, you go to those airports where you can like stand, and it was basically gliding across in the deep woods, 10 to 15 feet approximately into the woods. Large man size profile, just basically gliding.
As night approached, the mood shifted, and the woods felt heavier and less welcoming.
Love and light. What do you want from me, man? That's weird, because you guys can't actually see Lily in this shot. I can assure you, there is a dog there, making me look like a right fool. Just come into the shot so people can see you and know that I'm not crazy. Come on. There you are. Right, we're there. I'm pretty sure people want to see you more anyway. Where are you? There you are. Oh, see you then. Should have stirred it.
So anyway, Lil, tell me about your day. How's your day been? Been up to much?
While moving away from camp, a low, unfamiliar groaning sound echoed through the trees, matching audio he had captured months earlier, but never explained.
The action camera will be. What the hell was that? Out of all the places I've come to explore in my life, the North Yorkshire moors provides the weirdest sounds. In fact, I was back up here a few weeks back. I heard something creepy as hell. If I've got the footage, still, the video never came to light. I don't know why. Something happened with storage. There was some technical issue where I had to start deleting a load of things. So the video never got wrapped up, but I kept the important footage. And if I can find them throughout my album right now, I'll paste them in on this video so you guys can hear it right now. What is that? Over the years, people have asked me about like tree structures and what I think of tree structures. Do I believe that they are made by some kind of interdimensional?
The night continued with sudden noises, rapid movement in the undergrowth, and a persistent sense of being watched, ending with something rushing past close enough to leave him shaken.
Lily, come! Lily, come! Did you guys see that? What the hell? A rabbit just literally ran. I thought it was Lily at first. What the hell? Lily, come! Yeah, sorry guys. This face that I'm talking about right now, like I've said, it could be two friends out on a hike. One of the friends sees something off in the distance that the other friend doesn't see. Now, the friend that didn't see, when they look at their friend after the sighting, they say that their face is frozen in fear. This would be absolutely terrifying, right? Their face, their jaw is...
Even after the forest fell quiet again, the fear remained.
Dense woods between the trees. Because people have seen Bigfoot, people have seen these extraterrestrial beings. It's almost like gliding along the floor, through the trees, at high speed. Something that can move with that much ease, without any restriction, without any friction towards the ground at all. And that in itself would be enough to just want to fall on the floor and curl up in a ball. But then why do they have legs? If they can glide across the forest floor, if they can, manipulate the elements somehow, why have legs at all? I have no answers for this. I have no answers, but I pray that I don't ever see the day where something creepy as hell is moving through the forest like that to me, because that would be game.
In environments like this, staying alert, limiting unnecessary movement, and being willing to leave early can be the safest response when uncertainty begins to build. What would you do? A UK exploration channel entered a remote woodland filled with decaying structures, following faint tracks to a hidden caravan among the trees.
I get the feeling like I'm like scared that there's going to be someone living in it. This is weird. It's just a shadow. There's a mannequin in there. Is there a mannequin in there?
Stick the camera in that hole.
Oh my god. Are they mannequins wearing Nazi uniforms? Where the fuck are you?
What is going on?
I've got a weird feeling.
But then again, you've got these, which are normally used for hunting, because you have like seed at the bottom to bring in wildlife. We did hear some shooting going on earlier.
Right, that's a really old stone circle. Well, actually, I don't know how long moss.
It takes a long time for moss to grow and stuff, yeah.
So that's been there years.
Satanism.
Inside a nearby shack, they found mannequins dressed in old military uniforms, arranged in a way that felt deliberate rather than abandoned. Signs of repeated human use made the location deeply unsettling, and when a loud gunshot suddenly echoed through the forest, they left immediately.
Norton? Did you hear that gunshot? That was loud as fuck. I'm getting out of here.
Situations like this show why remote sites with unexplained human activity demand caution, where creating distance and leaving quickly is often safer than investigating further. If you came across a place that felt occupied but unseen, would you stay or get out while you still could? Henry was camping beside a quiet river when he began live streaming and noticed movement on the opposite bank.
Miren cómo le hace, ve. Dios. Miren. A la madre, miren, raza. No mames. Ay, este calofrío me dio, güey. Ya se bajó, ya se bajó. Miren, se bajó, se bajó, se bajó. Miren, 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 miren. Se bajó, miren. Dios, raza. Dios. Miren, miren, miren. Ya no está parada, miren. Miren, 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 miren. Miren la raza, Dios mío.
For a moment, a figure appeared upright in the light, its outline oddly human, before dropping to all fours and revealing itself as a goat, though its posture and movement still felt off to many viewers. Scientifically, low light, distance, and camera angle can easily distort perception, making animals appear unnatural. But if it wasn't an illusion, and something truly moved in a way it shouldn't, what do you think was really there? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.